Have you ever thought why we don't adopt the Vikram Samvat when it predates the English calendar? The Vikram Samvat began 57 years ago and serves as the basis for all festivals and celebrations in the various branches of Sanatan Dharma. For example, if the English calendar year is 2024, then the Vikram Samvat year would be 2081. Most countries were under Western Christian colonization for a long time, which is why the Gregorian calendar is now internationally recognized. However, after independence, instead of choosing the Vikram Samvat as the national calendar, the decision was made to adopt the Shak Samvat. The Shak Samvat begins 1 year after the Vikram Samvat and 78 years after the English calendar. Despite its deeper connection to Indian culture, the Vikram Samvat was not chosen as the national calendar. This video explores the reasons behind this decision. Firstly, the Vikram Samvat is based on lunar and solar calculations. Its inception dates back to the reign of Jains Emperor Vikramaditya. The renowned astronomer Varahamihira formulated the Vikram Samvat. Vikram Samvat years are based on the position of the sun and the moon's movement. A complete orbit of the sun by the earth constitutes a year, which is slightly longer than 365 days. According to ancient texts like the Surya Siddhanta, the earth takes 365 days, 15 gatis, and 31 vifalas, along with 24 minutes to complete one orbit around the sun. Modern science corroborated this calculation a few years ago. Prior to that, a year in Europe consisted of 360 days. In the Vikram Samvat, a month is not necessarily 30 or 31 days long, but it can be 28, 30 or 30 days. An additional month is added every third year, known as an intercalary month or Malmas, aligning it with the solar year. This synchronization ensures the most accurate correlation between months and seasons. This is why all Indian religions and communities derive their festivals and auspicious timings from the Vikram Samvat. In this calendar, the first day of the bright half of the month of Chaitra, known as Pratipada, marks the beginning of the new year. However, there is diversity in different regions of the country regarding this. For example, in Gujarat, it begins from Kartik Shukla Pratipada. On the other hand, the official Shak Samvat also follows the same sequence of months as the Vikram Samvat. Both calendars have the same names and order of months: Chaitra, Vaishakh, Jeshta, Ashada, Shravana, Bhadrapada, Ashwin, Kartik, Paush, Magh and Falgun. However, in the Shak Samvat, the dates start from midnight and continue until the next midnight. Each month has a fixed duration of 30 days, with the new year commencing from March 22nd. In 1955, the Indian government formed a calendar reform committee, which recommended adopting the solar-based Shak Samvat as the official calendar. However, this decision was made under pressure to appear similar to the Gregorian calendar and to secularize it. Before this, the Shaka era was also imposed on India by Muslim and Christian rulers. However, it became assimilated into Indian culture. This imposition of a widely used calendar can be considered a form of cultural imposition after independence. They probably couldn't digest the fact that an Indian Hindu calendar could be older and more scientific than the English one. The Shak era has now become just a formal calendar. Earlier, the date of the Shak era used to be written in government programs and inaugurations, but gradually, even that is disappearing. Now, only the date of the English calendar is shown. The whole world follows a year of 12 months and a week of 7 days, which is based on the Vikram Samvat. The Vikram Samvat is more scientific, but it hasn't been implemented, citing it as impractical and complex. While in Nepal, the Vikram Samvat is prevalent. Renowned Sanskrit scholar and Bharat Ratna recipient Professor Pandurang Vaman Ken writes in his book History of Dharma Shastra that the Vikram Samvat is the most scientific. The Western calendar doesn't indicate solar or lunar eclipses or other astronomical conditions, while the Vikram Samvat tells exactly when such events will occur, along with the complete position of planets and constellations. When 2,000 years of the Vikram Samvat were completed, programs were organized across the country to mark the occasion. The year was 1944, as per the Christian calendar. Maharaja Jiwaji Rao Scindia of Gwalior had announced the celebration of the Vikram Utsav. A Vikram Smriti Granth was published on his initiative, edited by Pandit Suryanarayan Vyas. This book is considered the most authentic on King Vikramaditya, Kalidasa, and the city of Ujjain. A film was also made on Vikramaditya Nag, commemorating the completion of 2 years. The film was released in 1945 and directed by Vijay Bhatt. You can listen to its songs here. The links are also provided in the description. In the Vikram Utsav, freedom fighters like Veer Savarkar and K.M. Munshi also participated. Their effort was to use it as an occasion for India's cultural revival. However, the partition of India and the subsequent displacement and massacre of Hindus created despondency, which overshadowed this entire effort. Moreover, Nehruvian secularism further completed the flaw. Although secular governments abandoned the Vikram Samvat, they couldn't remove it from the Indian psyche. People prefer to write Vikrami dates not only in festivals and celebrations, but also on their homes and other establishments. It is displayed on the schools of displaced Hindus in Delhi, which were moved from Pakistan. You can see how prominently the date of the Vikram Samvat is mentioned in it. There is now a demand in Rajasthan to celebrate the state's establishment day on Chaitra Pratipada instead of March 30th. The consecration of the Ram temple in Ayodhya took place on the Dwadashi date of the Shukla Paksha of Vikram Samvat 2080. It must be ensured that its anniversary is celebrated according to the calendar, not on January 22nd. From the birth anniversary and auspicious dates of great personalities like Maharana Pratap to Chhatrapati Shivaji, all should be celebrated according to the Vikram Samvat. It is time to demand the government to declare Vikram Samvat as the official calendar and to make it mandatory to mark the dates of the Indian calendar in government programs. The new generation of the country is becoming aware. People will understand for themselves that the English calendar is our compulsion, but the Vikram Samvat is our intellectual heritage, which we all take pride in.